Hi Leo, welcome to your reading for October. Thanks for being so patient. I've already shuffled the cards and thrown your spread, and here we are with a very interesting, very exciting spread. There are 3 kings in your reading and 2 knights. All of them are upright. You also have the sun here. There's the Ace of Cups as well. The Ace of Wands is at the bottom of the deck. The only major arcana card, there's 2 major arcana cards in your reading. We have the sun in the upright position and the hangman is in reverse in the outcome. Overall, I feel this is a really beautiful energy. It's a very uplifting energy. It's talking about, what it feels like to me is that there is a lot of choice. There's a lot of choices available to you right now. Like at the moment, I'm seeing these 3 kings as, possibly love interests, but it could also be that there are different opportunities coming to you around this time that could, affect any area of your life, wherever you're seeking to create new opportunities. But you have in this quadrant of the reading, which is your environment, Knight of Cups and the Ace of Cups upright. So and then 6 of Cups is in the recent past position of the spread. So I'd say for quite a few people who are watching this, there is a desire to form new bonds with people, probably romantically. But with the Ace of Cups upright, it can be any kind of love connection or even creative connection or opportunity that you might be seeking to call in. Now, and at the heart of the spread, you have the 3 of Wands upright and it's crossed by the 7 of Wands in reverse. So how I'm seeing this is that you're looking ahead, you're projecting into the future. I don't mean that in a bad way at all. I mean that like you are kind of viewing the landscape of the future that you're creating, and you're imbuing it or invoking what it is that you want, beautiful things that you want to bring into your life, into your environment. And for some of you, that's just like the desire for happiness, for fun and joy, for connections, for family. For some of you with the sun there's like children is like suggested or implied. But what's important about the energy in this reading and what I'm seeing here is that for some of you, you may have been having this desire or this kind of forecasting into your own life for quite some time. But what feels different about the energy of this spread is that you're finally letting go of your resistance to it actually coming in. So somehow you've been able to overcome your own, what's the right word? Contradiction. I feel like for some people, and it's not just for you in this reading, but this is kind of a common thing in life somehow. Like people want what they want, but then they also push back against it. So there's like this contradictory energy where you know what you want, you can see where you want to get to, but then you doubt yourself, or you don't trust, or you don't believe, or you don't create space for that thing to come in towards you. So in effect, you're pushing back against your own desires and wishes. But somehow in this reading, it's saying that time of doubting yourself, or that time of pushing against, or that time of denying yourself the ability to have pleasure or to have joy or to have fun or to have opportunities is over. You're letting go. There's this ending happening here where you are clearly saying that cycle is over. You're closing that out and you're moving forward with openness, with optimism, and with gratitude, with knowing that you are worthy and deserving of everything that you're seeking to create, and you're allowing it. There's an energy of allowance with the 7 of Wands in reverse and the sun here. You're overcoming your own contradiction. This 5 of Wands is kind of representing what I feel like is actually moving out of your energy now, which is that doubt, denial, fear, inner conflict, contradiction, opposition to the things that you want. So that kind of energy I feel is going out. With the 7 of Wands in reverse and the sun, it's like you're letting go of any resistance you have to the things you want actually arriving. Same with this 10 of Swords. You're closing out an old cycle where maybe part of your MO or part of your identity was this like ever constant sensation of slightly suffering or slightly struggling to make it through each day or make it through life, or to kind of just get through, what you're doing. And I feel like you're ready to let that go. This is a beautiful energy in this reading. It's very profound, very, very profound energy here. And all these kings and the knights upright, look how they're falling in the spread. Like this King of Wands is facing to the Knight of Cups. And this King of Swords is facing to the Knight of Pentacles. So this is energy of embodiment along with action, if that makes sense. So the kings to me represent the embodiment of that energy, of that attainment of mastery over that a certain element. So for example, like the King of Swords would be someone who's very calm and rational and logical, but also a good, clear communicator. Like they embody all the elements of the air. They embody all of the the energies that the air element represents. And the King of Wands, for example, is someone that is passionate, is a creator, is a clear leader. So those are all the things that you're actually embodying. And then the Knight energy is representing the action towards those things. So it's interesting how all four of the elements are represented here, showing like a really good coming into balance, I think, for yourself, and also for yourself, right? And then because you're actually holding that vibration of balance and equanimity and calm, then that's what you're going to attract. That's the reflection that you're going to receive in your feedback loop from what you see coming back to you from the landscape of the universe that you are creating, that you're existing in. So I feel with this, with this King of Wands here and the Knight of Cups coming towards. So the King of Wands is in the foundation of the reading. So not only is it what you're attracting, but it's what you are embodying in yourself as far as your own kind of baseline frequency of your personal vibration. Because this position is the subconscious mind. So this is kind of what you are, developing and embodying in your own natural state. You're the fire element as well, right? And then this Knight of Cups is kind of in the environment coming towards this King of Wands with the Ace of Cups. So the Knight of Cups is holding the Ace of Cups. So there's this energy of openness to receive. There is an energy of an overwhelming abundance of love and compassion and creativity. And all of that is kind of in your energy right now. It's around you, but it's in you. And so that's what you're attracting. That's what you're bringing in towards you. Now, this part of the reading is the hopes and fears. So you have Two of Pentacles with Knight of Pentacles. And as I said, that Knight of Pentacles is facing the King of Swords here. So it's like you are in your conscious awareness, you are gathering greater skills for more clear and correct communication. There's a better sense of calm within you. There's greater wisdom. There is also a greater sense of, clarity of mind. And with that comes the ability to be a better listener and a better observer. So you're not over talking. You're not overdoing things. You're not overly trying to impress people. You're not trying too hard. You're just relaxed and in your own power. You're in your own authority. You're in your own clarity and your own wisdom. And so that is then attracting this energy towards you as well of, something to commit to. Like there's an energy of commitment with the Knight of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles is suggesting that there's a need to make a choice here. That's what I feel with all these kings in the reading, is that there are opportunities available for you to decide between. So, and however that plays out for you, it doesn't mean you have to choose one thing necessarily. You could maybe decide that you want to choose all of them, or you want to have different versions of those things at different times. It depends on how you approach your own experience, I guess. It's literally whatever you want here. But yeah, this Knight of Pentacles in this position of the reading facing the King of Swords is saying to me that, there is action towards the decision to make a commitment with the Two of Pentacles. Now in the outcome, this King of Pentacles with the Hangman in reverse is interesting. It's interesting how in the other parts of the reading, the King and the Knight were facing each other in both of those parts. The King of Wands and the Knight of Cups facing each other. King of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles facing each other. But in the outcome position of this reading, the King of Pentacles is facing straight ahead. And then there's the Hangman in reverse. So how I'm seeing this is that I feel that you are choosing your own direction right now. Like, I don't know. I feel like if I had given this reading to Leo in, 6 months ago, it would be a totally different outcome, because you aren't as grown as you are right now. The point I'm trying to make here is that because of where you're at in your energy right now, all this opportunity and choice that's available to you is not as it's not as overwhelming as it would have been 6 months ago, before you had put in all this work around self-esteem and clarity and self-awareness and dealing with your desire to receive but your resistance against it. So now you're in this space where you can kind of see how it's possible to have it all, and you don't necessarily have to choose one thing. But the Hangman in reverse here, I feel like there's this energy with the Hangman reverse here that's saying that you're not going to be contained or tied down by any one individual or any one situation. That's how I'm seeing it in this spread. It's like you're not going to go any conventional way. You're not going to go any kind of conventional way with these kind of opportunities that you have. It's like you want to forge your own path forward here. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck to get more information. Ace of Wands upright. Page of Cups reverse, Four of Cups reverse, Nine of Cups reverse. Then there's the Emperor in reverse. I'm going to take that. There's another page here also reversed. I feel like I'm going to bring that into the reading, because now we've got 2 Knights, 2 Pages, 2 Kings, 3 Kings. So how I'm seeing this extension part of the reading is that you are feeling very open to receive. You feel very vital, like your life force, your chi, your energy is feeling very lit up and vibrant. You're not stagnant at all. There's no stagnancy in this reading. But with that energy and all this opportunity becoming available to you, it's kind of showing you that it's like maybe over the past few months you've been exploring, what opportunities are there, or what opportunities you can create. And now with this Page of Cups reversed, Four of Cups reversed, Nine of Cups reversed, it's like the opportunities that are there are interesting, and you're kind of keen to explore them a little bit, but at the same time, it's kind of not really doing it for you. This Four of Cups reverse is like, yes, there's all these things coming towards you, there's all these opportunities, but none of them really feel like the actual one that you would choose, right? With the Four of Cups being in reverse. And then this Emperor and Page of Wands in the final part of this reading in reverse, along with this Nine of Cups. I feel like it's suggesting here that what you actually really know that you want is this Emperor in the upright position. And the Page of Cups beside him is kind of giving a nice balance. It's almost like the Emperor is that very royal, very established, very powerful, divine masculine energy. And the Page of Wands is almost like the balance of that in the way that it's still got that same fire and enthusiasm, but it's more playful and more joyful, whereas the Emperor can be a little bit serious. So it's almost like this is what you actually know, that through all this exploration, you're kind of discovering that this is actually really the correct vibration for you. And it's not actually in the spread. It's in this extended part of the reading, and it's in reverse. So I would say that, like, this is kind of a process of elimination. It's a process of elimination. So you're exploring all these things, so you're open to all these things, you're willing to try all these things, but it's not quite exactly what you want. And you know that now by having explored and tried it. And I'm not necessarily talking only about romance here, or about one person, or about a masculine person. I'm talking about anything here that you've been wanting to explore, to try out, to discover, to experiment with, to understand, okay? It's not just about a person. Broaden your perspective on what this reading is about. So Emperor reversed with Page of Wands in reverse, I would say that, like, this energy is around you, but probably a little bit ahead, because you're still in this energy of realizing what it is that what you're experiencing now, and how to integrate it in order to understand it enough to know how to define it as far as what you like and don't like. I think that's a lot of what this energy is about in this reading, is understanding what you like and what you don't like. Because it might not have been something that you actually gave a lot of time to explore in the past. You know, like this is a time I think where you really are experimenting and exploring and taste testing and discovering and experimenting so that you can get closer to a greater understanding of what you actually really want and what you really, really don't want. So I feel like this Emperor it's close, but it's not right here, right now. This is a little bit in the future. But once you get through this part of the process of elimination, I think you're going to be much more clear about this, and then it will be right there. It'll be right there. It's not far away. But don't rush through this process. It's very valuable. And you're having fun. I can see that in this energy. You're having fun with it. So enjoy it. Enjoy it. Because I feel like the kind of commitment that you're looking for is not that far ahead. So have fun while it lasts, because not that being in a commitment is not fun, but once you get past this process and this Emperor / Page of Wands shows up, there's not going to be all this buffet of choices available. It's going to be one thing, and I think that is what you want. So yeah, the point I'm making is just enjoy every step of the process. Don't be in a rush to move through this time to get to what you think you want before it's actually really the right moment for that to occur. All right, Leo, that was the general reading. I'm going to take the Voyager deck now and give your higher octave spread to give a little more insight, hopefully, into any karmic and spiritual forces that might be at play. Hopefully, we can also illuminate any blind spots that we need to be aware of to help gain better understanding of how to move through the opportunities and the lessons that we're facing with the greatest amount of awareness to make the most out of the opportunities that are presenting. So send your energy into the cards so I can get really clear messages for you. All right, let's get started. There's the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. So that's what we're talking about. That's really the question that we're talking about here, is like, who or what is this energy? Now we have, that's the Page of Wands in reverse. So these same two cards here now are at the bottom and the top of the deck. Crossed by the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands is the Universe reversed. Four of Pentacles reversed. The Universe is the World card from other decks. The Sage of Pentacles. Three of Cups. Six of Cups reversed. Sage of Cups reversed. Sage of Crystals reversed. There's the Judgment card in reverse. So now we have the World and the Universe, the World and the Judgment card side by side here at the top of the reading. Nine of Pentacles reversed. Woman of Wands reversed. Child of Cups upright. We had the Page of Cups there. And here's the Eight of Cups. All right, this is a very interesting reading. So in the last read, we had all those kings and the knights. Here in this reading, we've got these two, the sage energy, three sages actually, which is kind of similar to the king. Although, so in the Voyager deck, you have, in the court series, you have the child, which represents the page and the knight combined from other decks. And then you have the woman and the man, which is the king and the queen. And then you have this gender neutral energy called the sage, which represents that energy or that entity which has mastered that element, which is what I was kind of talking about with the kings before. But I like how in the Voyager deck it's a gender neutral expression of that. So yeah, you had three kings in the last reading. In this reading you've got three sages plus a queen, and then the World and the Judgment card here at the top of the reading. So this is definitely a very spiritualized version of that general reading, definitely a higher octave reading here. It's kind of describing how there's something very deeply spiritual and emotional happening within you, a kind of transformation or a kind of evolutionary leap that you're making in your psyche, in your emotional processing, in your development as a kind of spiritual entity that is existing in this earthly experience, and that there's something here that is kind of being finalized in this process that you're in right now, which is kind of helping you close out that cycle like I was talking about here. There's something that you're ready to let go of. There's a closure, there's a culmination happening here that's helping you move forward into this new energy where you are free of the resistance that you've been experiencing for a long time, where you've been pushing back against what it is that you actually want. So there's something very alchemical here. There's something very transformative. There's something very profoundly developmental that's giving you this kind of exponential leap in your process, where you're moving out of an old paradigm that you've been living in for a long time. It's very beautiful. It's very expansive. It's very expressive. I'm very excited for you. It's kind of liberating in a way that you may not have realized that you were even needing. So I'm going to go into this in further detail in the higher octave spread. That's your reading for today. This was just an introduction. If you want to hear the rest of this reading, click the link below. It's been an honor and a pleasure to read for you. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next reading.